Hello, folks. Today is July the 15th. This is the midday update for the daily scan. And today is CPI day. CPI came in this morning at 2.7, which is pretty much what I said it would come in at, much higher than previously. However, not too much off of what was expected. So initially, the market didn't really move too much, but let's take a look at it now and see what's going on. Right now it is 11:20 East Coast time. So let's go take a look at the daily charts and see what's going on. Market's coming down, big, huge boost higher in the beginning, and it's just steadily been selling off ever since then. So we're going into the weakest part of the year for the market. Next week really starts a cycle, a down cycle. Technically the 21st on Monday, but could start early, could start this week. We've got options expiration on Friday. I'm going to do a Max Payne report tonight when I do this market update, market recap. And I'm also going to talk about the measured move, how to calculate a measured move. So stay tuned for that. Tonight, probably drop around 7 o'clock, along with the Max Payne. But right now, technology is actually carrying the market. Clearly, you can see that. Even though the market is lower, technology actually is higher. The financial is lower, discretionary, communication services, industrials, all the other aggressive sectors are lower right now. If we look at the defensive sectors, they are definitely lower as well. So everything except for technology is going down. And let's take a look at the rotation graphs. Growth versus value is up. Discretionary versus staples is flat. Technology is up, like I mentioned before, and that's where most of the growth stocks are. Semiconductors are up, that's technology, and internet's up. So this really highlights where the buying is taking place. It's all in technology right now. It's moving out of everything else. So if technology, if that starts to falter, then the market's probably going to follow that down if it goes down. So we'll see. We'll take a look at it again tonight on our session later on. Okay, let's take a look at the dashboard. And right now, at this particular time, here's Bitcoin, 116. Bitcoin came down. Commodities, the 10-year, gold is down a little bit. I'd call that flat for gold. Silver is down for sure. Oil is down. Gasoline is up. Gasoline is going higher. So commodities in general are pretty flat. Bonds, the 10-year is moving higher, but still within that range, still in that 4.5% range. If it gets up above that, especially when it starts getting close to 5, then there is definitely going to be some concerns at that point. The 20-year is down significantly as well, and the dollar is up. So the dollar is continuing its climb. As I mentioned over the weekend and last week, the dollar looks like it bottomed and starting to move higher. Equities right there, you can see, are down, although the S&P is pretty much flat for the day, even though it pulled back from its high. So maybe it's starting to recover now. Mid caps are down, small caps are down, and the VIX is sitting right at 17. So again, not really major concerns just yet, other than the S&P pulled off of the high from earlier. You can see the sector summary, technology, as I mentioned, that's number one. It's the only one that's positive today. At the bottom is healthcare, materials, and financials. Communication services and discretionary are down here in the middle, but the only one positive is technology. And you can see over here, technology is yellow for the advancers and decliners, which you would think that there would be more advancers, but there aren't. There's actually more decliners, even though technology is leading the way. So the banks are starting to report. You can see right here, you can look at that little chart. Bank of New York Mellon looked like they had a good report. BlackRock was down. Citigroup it was up, but it has a shooting star midday here. JP Morgan is pretty much flat on the day. State Street is down. Wells Fargo is significantly down. Last one is Fastenal, which is not a bank, but it looks like they had a good report as well. And then down here, renewable energy is the top industry group. And if we look at the top 10 list, MP Materials, they had a great news report that they are going to be working with, I think, Google to mine rare earth minerals. AMD is in the top 10. It has a shooting star too. It's going to be interesting to see how these end the day. SMCI had a really big gap higher. Rocket Lab is moving higher. Planet Labs recovering. Second level down. Credo Technology, it's above 100. That's going up. NXT, Next Tracker, had a pullback and looks like it's starting to recover. So that might be a reversal for NXT. And SolarEdge just moved up a little bit more. ASTS, Space Mobile, moving higher. Affirm, which we talked about earlier, had a pullback and now it's recovering. And Symbotic is moving up. And at the bottom of the list, we have CLSK. So we talked about that. I showed that. Those are requests from a subscriber. That's in the very bottom of the list. And not much else other than that. All right, so last thing we'll do is take a look at the daily scan. So here is, let me run this again. We're going to start with the bullish scan for momentum. See if there's anything that looks good here. Baidu, Fortinet moving up. Serve Robotics moving up. Let's take a look at the IBD report for bulls. Cloudflare had a pullback and now it's starting to recover. It's above the 21 right now. Momentum, though, is still going down. So we'll have to see. That looks like it might be a recovery right there. Let's look at the large cap stocks. Cloudflare again, and Applied Digital. This one actually looks like one of the best ones that I've seen today. That momentum is going up. Momentum up here on the MACD is about ready to cross zero. It's had a nice downtrend and then a rounded bottom. It's closing above the 21. So everything on this one actually looks pretty good. So that's one I would put on your watch list, APLD. And that is a low price stock. It's at $10 right now. Next is weekly options. APLD is on there again. Baidu, Fortinet, MongoDB, MDB had a pullback. Might be recovering now. It's actually in a squeeze as well. Cloudflare has been on every list. And Take-Two and Twilio. So those are the ones that you might want to take a look at if you want to be looking for stocks that are starting to recover. Although if the market is starting to head into a downtrend over the summer months, then you want to be careful. Looks like it's starting to recover right now. So it's coming back up. We'll see what happens by the end of the day. Again, growth technology is supporting the market right now. So if technology continues to do that, then that will be good news. I want to look at CoreWeave real quick because they had a report this morning. CoreWeave started off higher, pulling back a little bit right now, but it had a nice gap up because they are talking about building a data center in Pennsylvania near the power plants. So that was pretty good news for them. We'll see if they can hang on to that move higher. Right now it's at 142.80. See if it can stay there or go higher. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned later today, this afternoon, tonight, this evening. It'll probably drop around 7 for Max Payne. We'll see what that looks like for the week. All right, I'll talk to you later. Take care.